Tash remembers hearing Jase before seeing him the first time they met. During a night out in Freo, Jase spotted a pair of sexy legs walking towards him. As he looked up, the first words out of his mouth were, "There is my next wife." Yeah. Who would have thought that Tash's legs could help Jase predict the future? I've been looking forward to this for a very, very long time. We've just beat a drum solo from Dean Lewis, who I didn't even know was still performing. We beat Parking, and we're here to celebrate the love between these two. So I think one more round of applause for their support and their love and their special day. So everyone, it is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Jase and Tash. They are so thankful that you've joined them today. And while we are sad some people couldn't make the journey, that does mean there's extra alcohol at the reception. So we are going to have a drink or three for them, but just not that many that Jase invites drag queens and randoms back for kick-ons at 6 a.m. My name is Daniel Delby, and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. I'm not your typical old lady celebrant, as you can see, and the bride and groom have already listened to today's ceremony, which was pretty difficult, getting Tash to stay quiet long enough to hear it. But they've heard it. My weddings are a little different, and we've got the all clear, so feel free to have a laugh with them as you hear the funny parts of their relationship as well as the romantic stuff too. I thought you were going in for the kiss then. I was like, oh, wait. So laughing does make you 70% more attractive to the opposite sex, so Jase must have laughed a lot because he's definitely batting. So, Tash and Jase have a relationship that is full of fun, adventure, and lots of laughter. They are young at heart, and they say they identify as 20-year-olds, and because it's 2024, we're not allowed to disagree or we get cancelled. These two both feel that life is too short, so when the opportunity for a good time is there, they grab it and take it with both hands. Most importantly, though, they are always there for each other, and they can rely on receiving 100% support when they need it. Jase is extremely proud of how well they communicate with each other, which is ironic because the way they first met was thanks to his voice. Tash remembers hearing Jase before seeing him the first time they met. During a night out in Freo, Jase spotted a pair of sexy legs walking towards him. As he looked up, the first words out of his mouth were, "There is my next wife." Yeah. Who would have thought that Tash's legs could help Jase predict the future? I've heard of people guessing the future correctly when having a bet on a 4-leg multi, but Jase predicted a 2-leg sultry that he's one big on. When Tash turned her head towards the mystic psychic, her immediate thought was, "Damn, he is a bit of all right." She was immediately lost in his beautiful blue eyes that still get her tingling to this day. They started chatting, and she remembers feeling like she'd known this man forever. Jason did something different to other people. He actually looked deeply into her gaze as she spoke, which meant that she couldn't look away. This helped her notice his great teeth that formed a smile to die for. And on top of that, she spotted his muscly arms and began to feel a little bisexual. Tash said she loved the whole package. She could see the outline of it through his jeans. No, she liked everything it was about, and he had everything that she wanted. They shared their first kiss that same night on the main street. And since they met on the Cappuccino Strip, you could say Jase managed to order himself a takeaway hot white with 2 and gave it some extra sugar. From extra sweet to feeling something extra special, Tash knew within half an hour of meeting him that he was the one. She'd never felt anything like it and can't explain it, but everything seemed right and more real than ever before. Jason had the exact same feelings and had never formed a connection like the one they had generated from that very first interaction. From there, Tash has fallen in love with how much hard work and drive Jase puts into everything that he does. She adores how he'll do anything for the people he loves and how he's the most supportive partner that she could ask for. He's a big kid at heart and the best person to hang out with. From young at heart to caring for the young with heart, Jason is an incredible father and stepdad and has raised his boys to be amazing men. Mirroring Tash, Jase loves how she is one of the best people he knows with a huge heart as well. It is science though, you clearly need a big heart to get all that circulation around those legs that he fell in love with. He appreciates how hard she works for their family and admires how loving she is by always putting him first, and an awesome mum to the boys and Isla. For example, he'll never forget the time she bought him a night out at the Como for his birthday. Even though the cost for one night is the same as a house deposit in Armidale, all that mattered to Tash was that he was going to have the best time humanly possible. For Tash, Jase has done so many nice things that there were too many to list. He's organised extravagant dinners, events and holidays, but for her the most important things are the intangible ones. Jase has always loved her for her, no matter what. He helps her get out of her own head when she's overthinking and is her absolute rock. She can always rely on Jase to be there to pick her up, support her unconditionally, and help her work through things by providing the best chats ever. Speaking of chats, conversations are apparently one of Tash's biggest strengths. Some people talk trash. Jase has a special case of talk Tash, which nearly derailed his proposal, which has led us here today. Tash thought that the proposal was bound to happen on their trip to Thailand, but the ring had come early, which Jase told me is the only thing that's arrived early in their relationship. That's why I tell people they've heard the wedding first. Shortly after the surprise package arrived, they had serendipitously planned a weekend away to de-stress from work. Jase utilised this as the perfect opportunity to get those two legs he loved so much to walk down the aisle. It was a Saturday morning and they hit Tash's favourite triple C's: coffee, chocolate and casks of wine. After a big breakfast, they headed to Smith's Beach for coffee. Tash told me coffee is life, and it's pretty right on theme there. Remembering where they met, it's more like coffee is wife from the Cappuccino Strip. From bitter to sweet, they then journeyed to the chocolate factory, which for Tash is one of the essential vitamin C's. And the next stop was to the wineries for some bevies and a quick game of mini golf. After making sure Jase scored his birdie, Jase looked at his watch and he knew it was nearly time to connect with his one true love, the football. So they nipped home to catch the start of the game. When they arrived back at the villa and started streaming the game, Jase told Tash that he'd left something in the car. When he returned, he felt the perfect opportunity was as they were both looking out at the view of the yard instead of the TV. So obviously it was quarter time. But he was trying to propose and Tash was rambling about something which was blocking his whole plan. Jase was waiting for a natural end to the conversation, but it didn't look like it was happening anytime soon. So he literally had to shush her, like stepbrothers. Shut your mouth, shush, shush, shush. He then got down on one knee because Tash was blocking the TV and he wanted to get a better view to check the score. No, he got down on one knee, asked for her hand in marriage and popped out the ring. Tash was in shock and lost for words for the first time in her life and started crying as she said yes, and he placed the ring onto her finger. So, from walking a pair of legs at Freo to bending a knee down south to now standing at the end of the aisle in Kings Park, let's get Jason his queen and make this official. So I got to say this bit from the government to make it real. Here we go. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. All right, these are the I do's. Okay, so I'll hold the mic out. You say I do, hopefully. Jason, do you promise to love Tash as much as you love the footy? Always be there to untangle the overthinking thoughts. Finally admit she is a good gym buddy that is stronger than you. Learn to zone in and listen to the important parts of the rambling and continue to be the determined, hardworking and sexy partner she has fallen in love with from this point forward. I do. Nice. Tash, do you promise to love Jason as much as you love a chat? Continue to support him the way you've done so far. Let Sundays be for golf with the boys. We got it through. Nice. Give him time to respond when the silent treatment is occurring. Try not to pick and pluck your face in front of him, and continue to be the caring, hardworking and sexy partner he has fallen in love with from this day forward.
I do.
Beautiful. We can give these guys a round of applause for their ideas. They both snuck a few in there. In a moment, we're going to do their vows, so it's nice and straightforward. I'm going to pass the vow book. Jase is going to go first. Once he's read his vows, I'll take the vow book away. Our best man is going to hand him Tash's ring, and he'll put it on her finger like a finishing move. So we'll clap when he finishes speaking, because public speaking is pretty hard, and then we'll clap when the ring's on, and then we'll repeat it all again. All right?
I call upon the person here present to witness that I, Jason Paul Paparoni, take you, Natasha Jasmine Bridges, to be my lawful wedded wife. I never imagined crossing paths on a night out in Fremantle with a cheeky comment made your way that I would find my forever after. And today I get to marry the girl that was always meant to be. A girl with the biggest heart, caring, loving, and also the most selfless person I know. I will be the one standing by your side through all of life's adventures, the good and the bad, and to build a life we are both proud of. Tash, I'm your biggest supporter, and I love you for your. I support and love you for your grows and by the day. Grows by the day. sorry. Yeah, sorry. All right. I want to thank you for everything you do for our family. No matter what the situation, your strength and support makes everything better. Tash, with this ring, from this day forward, I promise to catch you if you stumble, to listen whenever you need to vent. I promise to continue to encourage and support you in all that you do, and to be your rock no matter what the world throws our way. I promise to never give up on us and to love you until death does us part. I love you, Tash, and I thank you for being you.
Let's lock that one on. Just warming the ring up. There we go. There we go. First one's on. Give him a round of applause. We're locked in. All right. Same thing in reverse.
Like that? Okay. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Natasha Jasmine Bridges, take you, Jason Paul Paparoni, to be my lawful wedded husband. Today I get to marry my best friend and love of my life. I am so proud to be standing by your side today and every day. You fill my life with so much love, laughter and happiness. You inspire me to be better. You love and accept me as I am, and with you I can be myself. The good, the bad, the ugly, you still don't run away or send me off to the asylum. Babe, you give love its true meaning, and I always believed I was unlovable, but you have proven to me that that's wrong. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. With this ring, I promise to love you without condition, to honour you each and every day and always be by your side. I promise to support your dreams and to respect our differences and to love you and be by your side through all the days of our lives. I promise to laugh with you when you are happy and support you when you are sad. To respect you as a person, a partner and an equal. I will always be your biggest fan, best friend and partner in crime. To always listen and compromise as we go through our journey together. I can't wait to do life with you and grow old together. My heart has a home and my soul a mate. Babe, I love you always and forever.
All right, we're locked in. Round 4 for both of their speeches. Beautiful vows. I like how you match the song. I love you always forever. Very clever. So we are going to sign the marriage certificate in a moment, and then they're going to come back for their first kiss, so they're officially husband and wife. So I'm going to ask for the two mums to join us, and you're going to be our witnesses. I'll meet you over at the signing table. It'll only take like 5 minutes, so if you do want to stretch your legs, you can. But until then, can we give the support team, our bridal party, a bit of a round of applause for all of their help today? And we'll sign the paperwork and then see these guys hook up in public. Our beautiful newlyweds are proudest of moving in together, setting goals for the future, and always working through their disagreements with great communication. They support each other in bettering themselves individually and as a team. In the future, they wish to buy an apartment and start a business together, but most importantly, continue to support each other as partners and parents to their blended family. They want to strengthen their relationship and grow as a couple, and Jason hopes to live a mostly stress-free life. So, I'm going to play some music so they can kiss like a rom-com so it's not awkward. So we're going to get a little bit of soft music underneath and wait for me to say kiss the bride, Jase. All right. So, alrighty. So, from your first kiss on the Cappuccino Strip to here at the wedding aisle, Jason, I invite you for the first time as our husband to kiss the bride. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding as I present for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Paparoni.